And welcome back to our 11th episode of our Let's Play series, Organic Road Layout. This is Captain Obvious, and in today's episode, we are going to replace the generic interchanges and we'll be creating our own curvy and sexy interchanges. We will also be closing much of our major transportation lines like the monorail, elevated metro, and train tracks. And of course, all you see here is done 100% vanilla with no mods whatsoever. I would also like to inform everyone that I will be republishing this episode to different isolated parts to just feature showcase on the intersections that I will be creating. So if you're looking for interchange ideas and inspiration, it would be easy for anyone to find in my YouTube playlist instead of looking through the series episode. We have one interchange down, and we've also managed to complete the loops of our monorail and elevated metro. But before we move forward, let's make sure that the roads aren't funky in any way. We'll make certain that the roads aren't steep, but rather gradual when they incline and decline. First, we're gonna check this train track bridge. It looks pretty straight. That's a good incline, or actually, yeah, it is straight. Then we are also looking at this monorail line, which goes underneath this elevated metro. Look at that, it looks great and also quite smooth with the curve. And look at this, oh, that looks awesome when you see these trains passing by. And yes, it is a smooth curve. When I say smooth, I mean it doesn't have a funky like 90-degree angle. It's very, very sexy the way it goes there. And let's check this. And also a gradual decline going into the hub right there. Now let's continue with this monorail line. But first, let's check out this bridge. There's a little bend here, but it's not terrible in any way. That's still acceptable. And let's check this side. This one looks also great. Nothing terrible. Looks okay. Yeah, not too bad. And this monorail line, also a steady height going along to the other side of the bridge. Now let's check this one. So this is a gradual incline going over this road, then going along here, which is still elevated because we need this metro line to go underneath. And looking at this from top view, it looks fantastic. And also the distance of the tracks are great. Let's check the heights of the tracks. It looks pristine and perfect. Let's check this side. Absolutely great. And it would seem that this was done with Move It mod, but it is not. This was done all manually, as you witnessed in the time-lapse that I had to redo some slopes and curves just to make it look as perfect as possible. Therefore, if you play on console, PS4 or Xbox, that everything you see here is absolutely possible. Now, our next project is to close the loop of our train line. In the process of constructing our train lines, we are going to be destroying a lot of buildings and reconfiguring some roads. I could of course make all our tracks underground, but my regulars know that I do not make tunnels in any way, shape, or form. This city is completely without any underground tracks, roads, or paths. Everything is in the surface to view and appreciate. Nothing is hidden under the rug like dirt that you'd want to hide. Instead, everything is exposed that we may truly appreciate and marvel the trains as they pass by. This will be the last interchange created for this episode. Some may argue that the generic interchanges are better because they have a smaller footprint in your city. However, many may not realize that the smaller interchanges are more prone to traffic simply because as your population grows, more vehicles would want to be turning to the same direction, thus creating a backing of cars. while the larger interchanges with the larger loops have more vehicle capacity before making their turns, therefore less traffic and less backing. I would like to remind my viewers that these interchanges will be available in my YouTube playlist for individual viewing. This is Captain Obvious, and thank you all for watching. And definitely in the next episode will be more about zoning and city growth to reach that final milestone. Then eventually we will reach over 100,000 population.